fun. Once again, we need to add more bosses. Number 8, negative. Overpowered enemies. The entire time I was playing through Infamous 2, I'm thinking to myself, did they make me weaker, or did they just make the enemies more powerful? Seriously, it takes forever just to take out one guy. The Icemen, way too overpowered. They have freaking rubber insulated suits, so you gotta sit there and spam your bullets or spam your grenades. You gotta spam everything to defeat somebody. I didn't like that at all. Number 9, negative. Enemies use same weapons. In Infamous 1, the Reapers used AK-47s, and well, yeah, they did some damage. The Dustmen used Type 100s. Well, you know, it's a little bit tougher. The First Sons were rocking the FAMOUS, okay? And I honestly felt like the different guns did different amounts of damage to Cole. When he gets shot by the Reapers with the AK-47s, it did some damage to him. But when you go into the Historic District and you get shot by the First Sons with the FAMAS, I felt like it did a lot more damage to Cole than the other weapons did. That's just my personal opinion. So in Infamous 2, oh, we'll just slap all the same guns on everybody. Don't make a damn difference. They're overpowered anyway. Number 10, negative. No skyscrapers. Buildings, rarely you see a tall building in Infamous 2. The gasworks, much too small. You can see the entire gasworks just by panning around like this. The gasworks, to me, is the only interesting place in Infamous 2. One skyscraper in the entire game. That building, the ice tower, which is completely boring as hell, and then the somewhat tall Sin Tower, the Can Theater in Smut Triangle. No tall buildings at all. Didn't really feel like New Orleans to me. You could have added some skyscrapers in the center, and then as you went out towards the edges of town, make the smaller buildings. That would have been a variation that I would have loved to see. And just on a side note, where's the voodoo? Where's all the satanic crap? You're in frickin' New Orleans. You are in a mock version of New Orleans. Where's all the voodoo? Where's all the black magic and all the witchcraft, all this stuff? Where is it? That would have been really funny as hell to see. I think if we would have added, if Sucker Punch would have added some witchcraft and voodoo and you know, some southern occult magic. Oh, think of the shit Zeke could have done with that. That would have been so. That would have just added a totally new twist on it. Infamous. It would have been hilarious, great. It could have tied into the story. That would have been so much fun. Number 11, negative. No karmic rank in saved data. If you go down in here into save data and you go to save your game, you don't know which game to save because you see the information that popped up. It says completion 51%, powers and upgrades 43, dead drops so-and-so out of 29, blast shards, you know, that kind of thing. It doesn't show your karmic rank. So that way you get confused on which file you're saving to, especially if you have multiple save games. This is what I'm going to be talking about in my next update. Small amount of UGC tools. I'm going to cover that more in my next update. Number 13, negative. The story wasn't very emotionally charged. There were emotional moments like the ending levels where you kill Zeke or you kill all the conduits. Those were kind of emotional. They got me attached to the characters and the story. Other than that, there wasn't really any moments where I felt a connection. 14, negative. No real choices. Once again, it's either Quo or Nix. Do you want to go help me do this, or do you want to go help Nix do this? No, I don't want to do either. I want to play one mission and make a choice inside that mission that feels like a real choice. A choice that alters how the story continues, that alters the state of the city, and it alters my life and how the civilians view me. That's what I want to do. 15. Negative. Enemies flee from battle. The Icemen are notorious for this. You'll be trying to fight an ice soldier or a crusher, and you'll throw a grenade or you'll shoot a bolt or you'll try to get up close to them, and the next thing you know, they're across the goddamn county. All they do is run away. They use that stupid goddamn ice jump. Every time they get a chance, they're like rabbits. They just use the goddamn ice jump to go everywhere, and they flee from you. That pissed me off. Infamous 1, you got enemies charging at you, coming in from every corner. No, not in Infamous 2, especially the Icemen. The ice soldiers and the crushers, they all just run away and then hit you from a long distance. Then when you get in close, oh no, let's keep going. Let's play follow the leader. That pisses me off so much. I go into rage when that happens. Number 16, negative. Powering up districts is too easy. You know, when I power up a district, I want to go in the sewers, or I want to go inside a building or something, and I want to actually be able to feel like I'm doing something that's going to make a difference. I don't want to just stand there and defend the objective. I defend the objective enough in Call of Duty. I don't want to do it in Infamous. I want to get physical. Really test my abilities and powers. 17, negative. No feeling of progression. No matter how far I got in the story of Infamous 2, I never felt like I progressed any. The only time I felt like I had a feeling of progression was after the game was over. It's like, oh yes, I finally beat the game, but hey, wait. From the start of the game to the end of the game, I felt no progression. It just didn't get to me the same way. So in total, we have 13 positives, 17 negatives. Sucker Punch, you're a great game company. I love you for making the Infamous series, but you need to up the ante. Yeah, I'm just trying to give you some friendly advice. I have a lot of people that watch my videos and that agree with me and what I say. I'm not trying to diss you or say you're not doing good enough because you're the best game company I've ever dealt with. But seriously, I feel Infamous 2 could have been so much better if you thought it through and took your time. I mean, seriously, in Infamous 1, 2009. Infamous 2 gameplay. Not a teaser trailer or, you know, sort of like a leak trailer or a leak photo. Gameplay footage was out the year after Infamous 1 was made. Way too early. Way too early for that kind of thing. I think that stuff needs to you need to take time with that. That definitely needs to be treated with kid gloves. My mom has a quote, and it says, it goes something like this: "There's good things and bad things, but if you have to think twice, the answer is no." So sometimes I'll play Infamous 1 and I'll think, damn, you know, this is awesome, this is great, it's cool, all this kind of stuff. I'll play Infamous 2. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, Infamous 2 is a good game, it's alright, it's cool. Other times I'm like, you know, this sucks, I don't like this is getting boring, I'm going to go play something else. So if you have to think twice, the answer's no. So I've had to think more than twice if Infamous 2 meets expectations, and it doesn't. It doesn't cut it for me. So that's all I wanted to say. My next update is going to be coming pretty soon, so thanks for watching, guys, and come back for more. Leave me your ideas, comments, whatever. So yeah, thanks for watching.